In the remote Pacific, Easter Island, Rapa Nui, stands as a haunting enigma. Its landscape is dominated by the Moai colossal stone statues, silent and mysterious, gazing inland. Early European explorers were stunned. How did a small, isolated society create and move these giants? The island's story is one of ingenuity, isolation, and a dramatic rise and fall, echoing questions about human achievement and survival. As we explore Rapa Nui's past, we'll uncover the facts, myths, and lessons hidden in its volcanic soil. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of Easter Island. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the wonders of our planet. The Moai are Easter Island's enduring icons, massive, stylized faces carved from volcanic rock. Nearly 1,000 statues, some over 13 feet tall, were created to honor deified ancestors, their features solemn and powerful. Carved at Rano Raraku Quarry, many Moai remain unfinished, frozen in time as if their creators vanished mid-task. Transporting these giants across rugged terrain remains a marvel. Oral tradition says the statues walked to their platforms, inspiring modern experiments. Once erected, the Moai stood as guardians, believed to channel spiritual power and protect the island's clans. Imagine a vast ocean dotted with tiny specks of land. Among these, a remote island emerged as a cradle of civilization. Polynesian navigators, masters of the sea, embarked on epic voyages, guided by stars and currents. Around the 12th century, these intrepid explorers finally arrived on Rapa Nui, bringing with them essential crops like taro and sweet potato, vital for sustaining life on this new land. They also brought chickens and a remarkable spirit of innovation, ready to adapt and thrive in their new island home. The island's dense forests combined with its fertile volcanic land allowed their society to flourish and grow, transforming the island into a vibrant hub of activity. The Rapa Nui people organized themselves into clans, each led by chiefs who trace their lineage back to the legendary figure of Hotu Matu'a, the founding ancestor. A culture of competition and deep reverence for ancestors fueled the extraordinary Moai building era, a testament to their collective effort and artistic vision. This period saw each clan striving to outdo the others in constructing these monumental statues, showcasing their power and prestige. The Rapa Nui people developed ingenious agricultural techniques such as the creation of rock gardens, which efficiently supported a growing population, allowing their society to thrive. Estimates suggest the population may have reached its peak at around 20,000 inhabitants. This golden age also witnessed the creation of intricate petroglyphs carved into the island's rocks, and the development of the mysterious Rongorongo script, a unique form of writing which remains undeciphered to this day, adding to the island's mystique. Yet their remarkable achievements were built upon limited resources, a delicate balance with their environment. This dependence on finite resources would eventually set the stage for future challenges and hardships. Unbeknownst to them, the seeds of decline were already being sown, even as their culture reached its zenith, a poignant reminder of the fragility of even the most impressive civilizations. Rapa Nui's initial prosperity, fueled by its rich resources and thriving culture, began to wane. The island, once a vibrant hub of activity, slowly started its descent into a period of hardship and scarcity. This decline was largely driven as deforestation relentlessly stripped the land of its vital palm forests, which were essential for construction, transportation, and sustenance. Without trees, the very foundation of their society began to crumble. The fertile soil eroded, washed away by rains and winds, leaving behind a barren landscape. Consequently, crops failed, leading to widespread famine and starvation among the islanders. The loss of trees also impacted their ability to build canoes, and fishing became nearly impossible, cutting off a crucial food source. With no way to navigate the surrounding waters, the islanders were left stranded, isolated from the outside world, and increasingly desperate. The ambitious Moai building frenzy, once a symbol of their cultural pride and religious devotion, abruptly halted. Resources dwindled, and the priorities shifted from monumental construction to basic survival. Many statues were abandoned or toppled, left to decay in the quarries. This marked a profound turning point, signaling deep social upheaval and the breakdown of their established order. As the island's resources became increasingly scarce, competition for dwindling resources intensified. This scarcity led to conflict and infighting among the clans. In this chaotic environment, the Birdman cult rose to prominence, shifting power away from traditional ancestor worship and towards a new, more pragmatic system. The Birdman competition became the new focus, transforming religious practices into annual contests for survival and dominance. Oral histories passed down through generations speak of escalating violence, even cannibalism, as the struggle for survival reached its most desperate point. The once cohesive society was fractured, torn apart by internal strife and environmental degradation. The collapse of Rapa Nui was not a sudden cataclysm, but a slow and agonizing unraveling of their social and ecological fabric. This decline was driven by the relentless pressure on environmental limits and the escalating internal strife that consumed the island. The once thriving culture, renowned for its ingenuity and artistic achievements, was now fighting for its very survival on a barren and unforgiving island. The Birdman cult, with its emphasis on competition and ritual, became the new center of power, filling the void left by the collapse of the old order. This shift reflected a desperate search for control and a new way to organize their society in the face of overwhelming challenges. Rapa Nui's tragic decline serves as a stark warning to us all, a cautionary tale of what happens when a society overexploits its environment and exceeds its ecological limits, leading to irreversible consequences. The fall of Easter Island has inspired countless theories. Some blame ecocide, self-inflicted environmental ruin in pursuit of ever larger moai. Others argue that European contact brought devastating diseases and the slave trade, shattering what remained of Rapa Nui society. In the 1860s, Peruvian slavers abducted half the population, including leaders and elders, bringing smallpox on their return. Fringe theories suggest ancient aliens or lost civilizations, but evidence points to the ingenuity and vulnerability of the islanders themselves. The truth is a complex mix of environmental stress, adaptation, and tragic outside interference. Yidam, modern science reveals a nuanced story. Rapa Nui's people were not passive victims, but creative survivors. Pollen and charcoal studies confirm gradual deforestation, but also show adaptation. Diets shifted, and rats became a food source as resources dwindled. The walking moai theory, once legend, is now supported by experiments showing statues could be moved upright with ropes and teamwork. Advanced rock gardens or lithic mulch protected crops and maximized yields, showcasing ecological ingenuity. The environmental cost of moai transport may have been less than once thought. Rapa Nui's people constantly innovated, even as their world changed. Their story is one of resilience as much as decline. Easter Island's legacy is not just a tale of collapse, a cautionary narrative often repeated, but of human creativity, resilience, and remarkable adaptation in the face of immense challenges. It's a testament to the ingenuity of the Rapa Nui people. The moai, those iconic sentinels of stone, were not simply erected. They were built by a thriving and complex society, a civilization that poured its heart and soul into these monumental creations. Their eventual toppling, a poignant symbol of cultural transformation, occurred under the immense duress of dwindling resources and societal shifts. It marks a turning point in their history. Rapa Nui, in its isolation and history, mirrors our own world in many ways. A finite space with limited resources, a delicate ecosystem, and the ever-present challenge of balancing human ambition with long-term sustainability, ensuring the well-being of both present and future generations. The island's story serves as a stark warning, highlighting the potential dangers of overreach and the consequences of unchecked exploitation, but it also offers a beacon of hope, demonstrating the capacity for resilience and renewal in the face of seemingly insurmountable adversity. The mysteries surrounding the moai continue to endure, captivating our imaginations and sparking endless debate, inviting each of us to reflect deeply on our own choices. our impact on the planet, and the kind of future we wish to create. Rapa Nui's silent statues gaze not just over their beloved island, a land steeped in history and mystery, but across the vast expanse of time, connecting the past, present, and future, challenging us, urging us to learn from their story, to heed the lessons etched in stone and whispered on the wind. What legacy will we, as individuals and as a global community, ultimately leave behind for those who come after us?